Hey y'all, I'm Kirsten, creator and founder of KGC Pilates, where we believe that you can keep getting confident through movement. And so welcome to your workout for today. You need absolutely zero props. All you need is your absolute best self and a mat. And just make sure that you clear out any distractions from along the way. So let's get started for our workout for today. So find a spot on your mat where you're lying all the way down. Take both of your hands, wrap them around your rib cage. Bring 4 fingers to the front and your thumb to the back. When you're ready, take a nice big deep breath in, filling up your lungs, and then exhale that air out. And again, another big deep breath in, filling up your lungs, and then exhale that air out one final time. Another big breath in. Ribs expand from east to west, from side to side, and then exhale, pushing all of that air out. Nice. When you're ready, you're going to send both of your arms directly behind you and flex your feet. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to roll up and reach for your toes. We're starting with spine stretch forward. Come back to reset the spine at the top. If your feet aren't already about a hip width distance apart, make sure that they are. Fingertips are long in front of you. Inhale to lengthen the crown of your head. Exhale, round forward, reaching for those toes. And then inhale, come back to sit tall. Same thing. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, come back to sit tall. One more time, just like that. Exhale, round forward. You're going to feel that nice stretch along the back of your hamstrings, the back of your legs. And then inhale, come back to sit tall. Nice. When you're ready, separate the legs so they are about the width of the mat. Your arms are long by your side and out to a T. When you're ready, exhale to twist. Bring your pinky to your pinky toe and reach, reach, reach. Bring everything back to center. Same thing. Exhale to twist and reach, reach, reach. This is saw. You're going to feel a nice twist along that thoracic spine, maybe some releasing of tension in that low back as you twist and reach, reach, reach. The purpose of this is to get a nice stretch along your spine with that rotation. You may even feel a nice stretch along the back of your hamstrings, those calves, even your Achilles as you're reaching and pulsing 3 times. One last time on each side. Exhale to twist and reach, reach, reach. Same thing. Come back up to sit tall and twist and reach, reach, reach. Nice. Now bring both of your arms directly in front of you. Your legs are long here. Curl the pelvis under, roll all the way back to lie down on your mat. Now, starting to get into our first core exercise of the day. So bringing your fingertips straight to the ceiling, your knees are in that tabletop position just like that. When you're ready, exhale to extend, opposite leg, opposite arm, bring everything back to center. Same thing, opposite arm, opposite leg, beautiful. Nice. Don't forget to exhale that air out. So as you're doing this dead bug, so opposite leg and opposite arm, I want you to think about keeping your knees tracking over your hips just like that. Exhale, extend. Inhale when you reset. Exhale, extend. Inhale to reset. Now hold your knees in tabletop here. Fingertips are long by your side. When you're ready, exhale to curl up. Inhale to relax it back down. Same thing. Exhale to curl, looking into your belly button. Inhale to relax it down. If this is too much for you, you can always bring your legs down to the mat and have your soles of your feet planted on the mat as you to curl up and then lower down. Now, if your knees are in tabletop, you're maintaining that L position. And when you're curling up, I want you to look directly into your belly button or at your chest. Try to resist the urge to look up at the ceiling. When you curl up, you don't want to do that. You want to keep that head, neck, and shoulders in alignment. Next thing, I want you to imagine a peach, an apple, a plum, something underneath your neck as you're curling up to maintain that. Nice. Now, if you would like a little bit more, let's add a single leg stretch. The next time you curl up, hold here, extend one of your legs long, bring it back to center. Bring those arms all the way up. Same thing. Exhale, extend opposite leg long. Nice. So we're moving to a variation of that single leg stretch. Exhale, Every time you extend, beautiful, just like that. Same thing on the opposite side. If this ever feels like too much, you can always relax your head down and just extend one of your legs long. If you need additional support too, you can always bring your feet to the mat and extend the leg long instead of reaching those knees in tabletop and curling those abs. But I want a little bit more today. I'm going to come back to that same movement. Exhale, extend one of your legs long. Now let's add the option for that advancement. If you would like that advancement, you're going to extend both of your legs long on a high diagonal and then reset. Exhale to curl, extend arms and legs long. Inhale, come back to reset. Nice. Just like this. If you want to combo the move, maybe you do one single leg stretch and then one double leg stretch like that. Same thing, one single leg stretch and then one double leg stretch. Nice. Final 3. Almost there. You can also rest your head if it's too much. Final 2. And last one, and bring knees into your chest, rock from side to side. Moving to our first and only set of Pilates 100s. You already know the drill. Your fingertips are long by your side to start. Bring your knees to your chest and then bring them to tabletop, knees tracking over hips. When you're ready, exhale to curl up, extend arms long, start to pump your arms up and down. 2, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got it. You can extend those legs long on a high diagonal. You can bring your knees into tabletop. A couple of options for a modification. Maybe you need to bring your feet flat onto the mat as you're pumping your arms up and down. You can also keep your head down. You can even rest on the tips of your shoulder blades with your heels or feet down on the mat and pump your arms up and down. I want a little more today, so I'm going to bring my knees back in tabletop and pump my arms up and down. To inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and last set. 2, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and knees come to your chest. Rock from side to side, releasing any tension in that low back. Beautiful job, y'all. We are just getting started. So your feet are going to be flat on top of that mat. Heels are down. We're moving to shoulder bridge. Fingertips are long by your side. Walk your heels back so that you feel your tips of your fingers brushing those heels. And feet are about a hip width distance apart. When you're ready, you're going to exhale to curl your pelvis under, rolling onto the tips of the shoulder blades, and then melt the spine all the way back down. Same thing. Exhale to curl the pelvis under, lift the hips, and then melt the spine down. As you're doing this, I want you to think about pressing through your heels as you lift and lower. Beautiful. Exhale to lift, pressing through those heels. Nice. Inhale to lower. If you want a little bit more, maybe you lift your arms as you lift your hips. Beautiful, just like that. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Now, for the shoulder bridge, a few notes here. 1, your heels. The majority of your weight should be in your heels. I want you to think about stomping on something, maybe a nasty X, maybe a nasty bug. Who knows? Maybe sometimes that's the same thing as you're lifting and lowering your hips up and down. Second thing, that spine. Think about your spine as a string of pearls. Every time you lift those hips up, one pearl at a time lifts, and every time you melt the hips down, one pearl melts down. Same thing. Exhale to lift hips and arms. Inhale to lower down. Nice. You have the option to also keep your fingertips straight to the ceiling the entire time as you lift those hips up. For that pelvis, when you're curling your pelvis under, I want you to think about having that favorite drink of mine. You already know, that spicy margarita with that tahini rim on top of that pelvis. When you curl the pelvis under, all that expensive margarita is going to spill out on top of you, and I'm going to be mad, but it's okay because you're doing the exercise correct. Your form is good. Nice. And then when you send your hips back down to the mat, that margarita, that glass would be level again. Only a few more like this. Exhale to lift up, inhale to lower. Don't forget to squeeze the glutes at the top. Final 3. Almost there. Last 2. Beautiful. And final one, hold those hips up at the top. You already know my favorite word. We're going to pulse it out. So can you lift your hips up an inch and down an inch for 8, 7, good job, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your hips up here. Fingertips can either be straight to the ceiling or along by the side. I want you to walk your legs out an inch and then walk them back. Same thing. Exhale, extend. Inhale to bend those knees all the way back in. Nice. And so for here, we're getting a little bit into our hamstrings, still working those glutes. Almost there. Last 3. Nice. Keeping those hips lifted. Final 2. And last 1. And walk those heels all the way back. Melt the spine back down. Beautiful job. You can windshield wipe your legs from side to side, releasing any tension in that low back. Nice. So those feet, walk your feet all the way to the edge of the mat. Send your arms directly behind you. Roll up to a seated position. So you might have to scoot your booty forward just a little bit. We're going to move directly to rolling like a ball. 2 options. 1, your hands can be behind your knees for rolling like a ball if you need that. Second option, your hands can be at your ankles. I'm going to put my hands on behind my knees to start. So when you're ready, you're going to float the feet up. You're resting on your sacrum, that tailbone. Keeping your hands directly behind your knees or on your ankle, your choice. Making that C curve in your spine, tucking your chin to your chest. Exhale to roll back and then roll all the way up. Same thing. Exhale to roll back and then roll up. Nice. So it's really important when you're rolling back, you're stopping when you get to the tips of your shoulder blades for rolling like a ball and maintaining that ball shape. Hence the name, roll it like a ball, like a little basketball, not a football, because that is just not going to work for this. And rolling like a little basketball, a softball as you're rolling back, and then roll all the way up. One more time, roll back, and then come all the way back up. Hold here. Now, can you keep your feet floating? Take both of your hands, place them on top of your right shin only. Extend the left leg long on that high diagonal. Start to roll back onto the tips of your shoulder blades. You're resting on the tips of your shoulder blades, sitting right into your belly button, moving to single leg stretch. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, switch. Inhale, pull. Exhale, switch. Nice. Keep moving through this slow and controlled. We're getting into our deep core here. Those transverse abdominals. We're almost out of this. Last 3. Final 2. Good work. And last 1. And bring both of those knees to the chest. Rock from side to side, taking a little break. When you're ready, both of your hands are going to stay on each of your shins. Curl up to the tips of your shoulder blades. When you're ready, exhale, extend arms and legs long. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, inhale, pull. Beautiful, just like that. Extending arms and legs long for your double leg stretch. Inhale, pull. Last 3. Almost there. Final 2. And last 1, and bring knees all the way in. Rock from side to side, releasing that tension in that low back. We're going to finish out this ab series with my favorite move, scissors. Your fingertips are long by your sides and both of your legs straight to the ceiling. If you have tight hamstrings like me, I'm okay with a little bend in the knee. Take both of your hands, place them behind your knee is the most accessible, or at your ankle, least accessible, more advanced, but you can place them behind your knee to start. When you're ready, inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl onto the tips of your shoulder blades. Lower the opposite leg down and pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Nice. So for scissors, still looking straight into your belly button, lengthening through your toes as you pull, pull, and switch. Nice. Last 3. Final 2. And 1, and bring everything in. Nice. Rock from side to side, releasing tension in that low back. Awesome work. When you're ready, you can bring your feet down to the mat. We're going to roll over onto all fours, just like this. And so when we're going to get down on all fours, I want you to think about having your shoulders over your wrists, just like this. And then you might need to walk your knees back. We want to have a flat back, not arching our back. That's for something else. I want you to have that nice flat back, to have your knees over your hips. When you're ready, you're going to exhale to lift that left leg up and then lower it down. Beautiful. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Nice. Exhale. Inhale, lower. Perfect. You're just lifting and lowering that left leg up and down for that fire hydrant. Like my dog might be peeing on a fire hydrant as you lift and lower. I don't want to say his name right now because he's going to come out here once he hears his name. I'm going to spell it for you. His name is M-U-S-A. Yes stands for Mansa, M-U-S-A, because it's the richest man that ever lived, if you didn't know that. And my dog also is probably the richest man that ever lived. Now, the next time that you lower your knee all the way down, hold here. Can you extend that leg back for a straight leg kick and melt it back down? Same thing. Exhale to lift and lower. So we're just combining those two moves. Now let's add an advancement. Can you extend that right arm long when you extend that left leg long? So same thing, exhale to lift out to the side for your fire hydrant, and then exhale to extend opposite leg and opposite arm long. If you feel yourself getting tired, your wrists are getting tired, you always have the option to go down to your forearm if you need to exhale, extend that leg long, and then moving to that fire hydrant. Last three. We have one more layer here. Last two and final one, and extend that leg back. Hold here. Can you push down and then come back up? Bend the knee in one more time to lift out, extend out, lower, and lift. That was the last time. Almost there as you lift and lower. Beautiful. Now, this time, I just want you to keep that left leg extended long behind you. Finish with those push-ups for 5. Almost there for 4. Good work. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring everything in. You can sit back onto your child's pose if you need to. Lengthen through the tips of your fingers, sending those hips back, opening those hips up. When you are ready, I want you to come back to all fours on that same position. And again, your shoulders are over your wrists, your knees are directly under those hips. We got to do the other side now. So when you're ready, exhale to lift that right leg out to the side and bring it back in. Nice. To lift and lower. So we're just starting with that fire hydrant. For that fire hydrant, when you're lifting out to the side, you're working that side glute. That means that glute medius, that glute minimus, as you lift and lower. Nice. Now, can we add in that straight leg kick back? So the next time that you lower the leg down to the mat, kick it straight back, bend it in. So one fire hydrant, and then one straight leg kick back. Same thing, one fire hydrant, and one straight leg kick back. Yes, you got it, just like that. Exhale to every time that you lift that leg back. Last 3. Almost there. Last 2. And final 1. And extend that leg back. Hold here. Now, can you extend that leg back, lower down for your push-up, bring it all the way back in and reset. So one fire hydrant, one straight leg kick back, lower, lift, bend everything in. Same thing, fire hydrant, straight leg kick back, lower and lift. We're going to finish out strong now with just those push-ups. Extend those legs long behind you, that right leg, lower and lift for 4. Almost there for 3. You got it. Last 2 and 1. And relax everything down. Good job. You can sit back onto those hips. Beautiful work here. Now I want you to curl your toes under and walk all the way back to the edge of your mat. Reach for the sky and I was so excited reaching. This mic fell off. You're going to exhale to round forward and walk yourself out to that plank, down onto your knees or your toes, and give me 3 push-ups at the bottom for a 3. You got it. 2. And last 1. And curl those toes back under. Sit back into your child's pose. Lengthen through your fingertips and the crown of your head. And that is it. That completes our workout for today. Excellent work. Can't wait to see you again for our next workout. See you then.